Hi, I'm Rex the Roofer. In our background right here is one of the roofs that we're doing today, and I want to go over some of the specifics on this to answer a lot of questions you guys may have floating around in your head about what all goes on during the project. Well, the first thing that we do is we come in and we pull a building permit for you, and then we post it on the window. Second thing is that once we've got that posted, then we're going to deliver your shingles. Most of the shingles are going to be delivered to the rooftop like you see over here. If you have an older house where you don't have a driveway or anything like that, then we'll do what's called a ground shipment, where we'll lay a pallet out there in your yard, and then the guys will come out there within a day or two, and then they'll take those up to the roof. It's a lot harder work, but hey, it is what it is. So now, after we get all the material loaded onto your roof, then at that point we're going to tear all of the old shingles off. We tear everything off. You're not allowed to go over any shingles anymore like you could back in the old days. You could put on up to 3 layers of shingles back in those days. Today you can't do that. You got to go right down to the decking. All right, now if you have an older home and you have skip sheeting, which is where they've got boards this wide but they're spaced about that far apart, it's usually got wood shake shingles on top of that, the older homes. When we tear those off, we have to put new decking down. So we use the 7/16 inch OSB 4x8 sheets of decking that we put down for you, and that way you have a nice solid surface to mount the shingles to. After we get that done, and on this house, this is a newer home, so that wasn't required. We tore all the shingles off at that point, loaded it into our trailer that we've got right here, okay? And then we're going to put on the felt. That's 15-pound felt that we've got here. We put those on all with nail caps. You see the little orange dots back there. Instead of stapling it, that's the most professional and luxurious way to put on the felt. Then after that, then around the rakes up here and also on your in your gutters, you're going to have what's called drip edge. That's a L-shaped piece of metal. Comes in white, brown, comes in black, comes in silver, and that goes on the very edge where the fascia board and the roofing meet. So it's going to be right there. All right. In some cities, they require that on the rakes and gables, and then others don't. So it will just depend on your city code. Of course, we know all of those really well. After we get the drip metal put on for you, then we're going to start coming in here and checking any of your flashing that you've got. For example, if you have headwall flashing or step flashing, which I'm going to do another video you can watch, and I'll show you what those look like. And then once we get all that replaced, then we're going to come in and then we're going to start putting your shingles down. Before the shingles go down though, you'll notice that what they did up here along the edge and on that is what's called starter strip. Starter strip is basically what your first starter shingle is nailed to. Once they do that, then we're going to come in here and we're going to start putting the shingles on for you, and then we're going to use a 6-nail pattern with each one of those shingles so that you get a 20-mile-an-hour better wind resistance with your shingle. Now the roof that you see in the background here, this is a 30-year Owens Corning Duration that we're putting on. My favorite shingle, man. I'm telling you, for a 30-year shingle, it's absolutely the best. 110-mile-an-hour wind rated, so when we 6-nail that, you're going to get 130-mile-an-hour wind resistance, and I'm talking about a great roof then. And then later on, I'll show you all the different peripherals that we have on there, like pipe jacks, exhaust caps through the roof, turtle vents, furnace caps, and things like that. And we'll go into more detail on that on another video. But as you can see, we're turning that roof into a masterpiece.